channel Avanti Morocha. Today I'm going to show you how to make ornament boxes. Now let's begin. To make these boxes you could use a Cricut from the Maker family or a Cricut from the Explore family. If you are using a Cricut from the Maker family, you will use the fine point blade and the scoring wheel. If you are using medium weight cardstock, use tip 1. If you are using heavy weight cardstock, use tip 2. If you are using a Cricut from the Explore family, you'll use the fine point blade and the scoring stylus. For these boxes, I'll be using medium weight cardstock since the ornaments are not heavy. I'll use double-sided tape to put together the boxes, but you could also use glue. I create this pattern using a 3D design I found on Cricut Access as the base. I'll share the link to this project on my blog avantimorocha.com, and if you follow me on Design Space, you can find it on my share projects. To be able to use this pattern, you need to have Cricut Access. If you are using letter size cardstock or the 12 by 12 mat, you'll be using this pattern which has 2 pieces. If you use a large piece of cardstock or the 12 by 24 mat, you'll use this pattern. If you want to modify the dimensions, you need to do it proportionally. Let me show you how to do it. For example, if you want the base to be 4 by 4 inches, insert a square, modify the dimensions 4. You will modify the pattern until this dimension matches the square. I'll be using the pattern with 2 pieces and I will hide this one. I'm using Cricut Maker 3. Click on Make It. As you can see, the project is divided into 2 mats. The first operation is scoring and then cutting. Click on Continue. Select the material. I'll be using medium weight cardstock. I have the scoring wheel in place. Now I will load the mat. When this operation is complete, I will change the tool to the fine point blade. And then I will do the same with the second piece. Load the mat and start the job. I fast forward this part of the video. The process of scoring and cutting these pieces took 5 minutes and a half. As I mentioned before, the first operation is scoring, then you will change the tool to the fine point blade to cut the piece. Now load the second piece and repeat the same steps. Now I have all the pieces that I need. First, I'll be making all the folds. To put together the box, I'll use double-sided tape. I find this is the easiest way to make boxes, but you could also use glue. Finally, I'll place the ornament inside the box. I hope you like this project, and if you make it, don't forget to share a picture on my Facebook page or tag me on Instagram. I love to see it. If you are interested in any of the Cricut machines, I'm going to share the links where you can buy them in the info box below the video. If you live in the US, you can use my discount code. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video, and share it with your loved ones. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.